Okay, let's not waste any time. I'll get straight into it. I just made a YouTube video on this subject anyway, so it's pretty fresh on my mind, and I'll get straight into it. I'm just going to start this video as if it was a video anyway. And if people are going to come on, that'll be great. If they don't come on, it's still great, and I'll try and answer questions. But the question I've been getting a lot, and I've always got this question over the years, it's great because I spoke to a woman about this that I was dating. I spoke to many women, and the question is, Johnny, how do I approach a woman on the street, or how do I approach a woman in a coffee shop, or how would I approach a woman in a nightclub, or how would I approach her at a speed dating event, or if I was at a family party or a christening or a bar mitzvah, and there was a girl that I liked, how would I approach her? And the real answer to that question is it's not so much the how. This is the problem that a lot of guys have. It's like, because obviously there's a community that I don't agree on that have got different values to me. With the PUA stuff, it's basically promising to give you an anecdote to solve every problem, every scenario. And I think it's the teaching's weak. It's wrong. It's not honest. Obviously, some people are going to disagree on that, and that's fine. You're not the right people for me, and I'm not right for you. So it's not really about how. It's about having these three things that I've said in the title of this video. So number one is you need confidence. If you haven't got confidence, then it's not going to work anywhere. And I'm going to obviously teach you and explain how you get confidence when you don't have it. Number two is respect. You have to have respect for women. I don't mean fake respect. I mean genuinely you have to love them and respect them, and you have to respect yourself. Number three is social skills. So when you've got confidence, when you've got respect for women and social skills, you can approach anywhere. It's the same approach. And the approach is, to be honest, be yourself. It's as simple as that. But obviously for guys who don't have these three things, or I'm not saying every guy doesn't have respect for women, but a lot of the guys today who don't have it, then it's not going to be easy. And that's obviously where you've got to get a mentor, you've got to get mentorship, or you've got to get some help. And that's why you're on my channel, obviously, right? So to begin with, I want to talk about the mistakes and then I'll get into the solution. So the reason why most of you are failing with women is because your mindset's wrong, your outlook's wrong. You think in your head, right, I'm in Starbucks coffee and I saw a girl that I like, I'm attracted to and I find interesting, and I want to speak to her. I don't know what to say. I need somebody to give me the exact conversation starter, and then I can speak to her. Wrong mindset. Oh, you're done already. You're finished. You've already failed. When I say done, I don't mean forever. I just mean for now. Obviously, you can change at any time, thank God. But that's the wrong mindset, because confidence and social skills comes from not needing to have a line. So, for example, I can come on this, while I am on this live stream today, and I've got so much confidence, not arrogance, but I've got so much confidence and experience and great social skills that I don't have to think about what I'm going to say. I just speak and it just comes out because I've got the experience. Obviously, I've got an idea of what I'm going to say today. We're talking about relationship skills here. We're talking about social anxiety. We're talking about how to approach women in any situation. But I have the experience. I have the confidence. Okay, we'll get to that. Marshall never had a girlfriend. Okay, stay on this video. So when you have the confidence, then it doesn't really matter what you say. It's not like, oh, if you're in Starbucks, you see a girl, you've got to say this line. That's the PUA crap. I don't teach that. That stuff's a very, very low level of social skills. You're welcome, Freddie. I'm glad that because I couldn't understand your Spanish there. I'm happy to be, okay, great. So it's basically about the art of being able to express yourself, like good old Bruce Lee said, and Johnny Berba has been saying for many years. It's the art of expressing yourself honestly, confidently, and respectfully. Then you can speak to them in any situation. It's the same. So I can speak to women on the street. I can speak to them in a hotel. I can speak to them in a nightclub, on the train station, at an event, at speed date. and I'll get the same reaction, usually positive, most cases, right? I can get success. I've had it in all these different areas. But a lot of you guys have got the wrong mindset. Well, let's just say your mindset is not getting you the results that you want. You're not happy, and your relationships with women are not improving. So it really is about having confidence in yourself. So how do you get that? I'll tell you now how you get it. Well, number one is you've got to face your fears, and you've got to be honest when you speak to women, and that, you know, that's easy to say, and that's easy for me to say. It's easy for me to do because I've got a lot of experience. But for most of you, that's terrifying. Most of you ain't got the courage to do that. So I try and encourage you and inspire you and educate you to find the courage within yourself, and to have the guts. And the real truth is, most guys are gravitating towards the negative PUA stuff because they're afraid of being hurt, and they want a guaranteed line that is going to guarantee them success. And that's a losing battle, because you can never have that in life. You can never have a guaranteed, there's no guarantees in life, as we know. We're not guaranteed that we're going to see tomorrow, without sounding morbid. But you can have great confidence and optimism when you develop the three things that I've said today, which come through practice and experience. So some people were brought up like that. I was kind of brought up, to be honest, with people anyway. So half of the battle was done. But obviously for me and most of you, the social anxiety was very challenging to go up to a girl that you find attractive and you like, and to put your heart on the line and tell her that you like her and ask her if she likes you, basically, and wants to come out with you. Obviously you've got to accept that she could say no, and she could not be interested, and she could reject you, and that could hurt your feelings. But that's for you to, that's something that you have to accept and go through it in order to grow beyond that and get the success. Okay. See, the challenge that a lot of you have with your conversation skills of women, it's really an honesty problem, because when you can be honest, then there's never a problem with a conversation. You'll always have something to say, because you're speaking from honesty, you're speaking from your heart, you're speaking from what you really feel. And that's a wonderful place, and that's what women are attracted to. That's what they like, and that's what they expect. That's what most women expect from men. But obviously a lot of guys fail on this part because of fear and insecurity. So obviously you've got to face your fears continuously, or for however long it takes you to get to that point where you've got a good outlook on women. And then it's no longer about generalizing and categorizing. It's not like, oh, I'm in an airport. It's just like I'm in the world. I live in the world. I live in society. Obviously we have different locations. We have parks, we have restaurants, we have museums, we have airports, we have nightclubs, we have bars, we have online dating. How can I be myself? How can I be confident? How can I be the same person, but have the social skills to adapt in whatever environment I'm in, rather than tell myself, oh, when I'm in a coffee shop, I need to be a different person when I speak to a woman, as opposed to if I'm in a nightclub, I've got to completely change, and I've got to put on a costume and talk differently. And it's like, no, you don't. That's where you're going wrong. That's probably why, well, that's definitely why, no disrespect, but a lot of you are failing to get a girlfriend, or you've never had a girlfriend, because of the lack of communication. So if anything, I'm demonstrating to you now on a live stream how to do this, how to practice. I'm doing it right now, as you can see. I'm not using lines. I'm just being myself, and whatever comes, I'm saying it because I trust what I'm saying, and I don't need other people's approval. I don't need any of you or anyone to tell me when I can say it, when I can't. And I mean that respectfully to everyone. And I'm just showing you what authenticity looks like. But obviously, to get to this point, I had to practice. I've done hundreds of live streams, hundreds of public talks. I've spoken, coached hundreds of clients from around the world, and been on hundreds of dates. And I'm grateful to have been through that. And I can hopefully help you to change your life. So the mindset has to change. That's what happened to me, because obviously people tried to indoctrinate me with all this PUA crap and tried to convince me that I needed to lie and be someone else and use lines and write down routines. It's all garbage. I proved it to be. It's just bollocks, basically. You don't need it. Listen, man, I don't do pickup, man. Quit your bullshit and your whining, man. You guys never learn, man. It's sad. So when I got into learning how to overcome a social anxiety, I just rejected all the PUA stuff. I completely rejected, and I did my own thing, and that's why I developed my own philosophy. I was my own person. I didn't follow what everyone else is doing. That's why I'm still here. That's why I was so successful at, and I helped so many people. So I'm just being honest, guys. I don't work with anyone who does PUA. So if anyone says, if you say day game, I'm not going to work with you straight away. No disrespect, because I know for me, you're not the right client for me. And I'm just being honest, right? And it's fine. You don't have to come on my channel. So anybody who's into that PUA stuff, I won't work with them through no amount of money. I don't care about the money. I won't coach you. I don't want you in my life. I'm being honest. I have nice people in my life, and I treat people how I want to be treated, with respect and honesty, but I don't take crap from anyone. So that's probably why some of you won't relate to me. And that's fine. We're not going to agree. There don't need to be any hate or malice, but it's just that I don't like you and you don't like me. It's not personal. Fine. But the people that are genuine guys who don't want to do PUA, they just want to learn how to go out and interact with women and be honest and be respectful and get a girlfriend and be the best version of themselves and get over their social anxiety. I'm here to help those people. You're my people, and you're the people that I will coach and work with. And I'll bet, I'll break my back trying to help you, because you're lovely people and your heart's in the right place. So I'm not a PUA, and I don't teach PUA stuff. I don't teach that philosophy. I never have, and I never will. But yeah, when I first, this was 2012, when I was new. Obviously, I didn't know everything, and I tried some of the PUA stuff for maybe a couple of weeks or months, and I thought, this is a pile of crap. I'm not doing this. I'm not walking around nightclubs or going into places and walking up and saying stupid lines, and because I'm not being myself. I'm not being honest. And as soon as I started being honest with women, bang! I started to get. I got a girlfriend. I got on with women, and I understand what women want more. And I have a great relationship with women. Most guys don't, because they adopt the PUA stuff, which is dark, which is dishonest, which is cowardly. You've got no guts. You have no guts at all to be who you are. And the hatred and the resentment towards women is how you feel about yourself, where I don't feel like that about myself, and I don't feel like that about women. So, this is why I say the things that I say, because they're true. Well, listen, man, listen, I'm sure everybody's got regrets in their life, but I mean, what can you do? If you can learn from them and you can move on and be a better person, then you can fix the things in the future that you can fix. Some people say they have no regrets. So listen, man, all the best to all the PUA guys. I wish these guys nothing but love and prosperity in their life, but I don't agree with them. I'm not going to hang out with them whilst they're in that mindset. We're different people. We've got different values, but I don't wish bad on anyone. But at the same time, I'm going to speak my mind. I'm not going to sit here and have people tell me something that I don't agree with. And I know in my own heart, it's not right. It's not truthful. Obviously, if you want to go out and you want to be dishonest with women, and you want to be like a person who is cowardly and lies and tricks because you're insecure, then that's your choice. That's not how I choose to live my life. So for me, being a man means being all the things that I've said: confident, respectful, treating people how you want to be treated, having good social skills. And you do fantastic with my advice. But well, to be honest, Chris, this problem that you've got at the moment, a lot of guys have, it's not really a conversation skill, like you said, because I've spoken to you and your conversation skills were fine. I spoke to you for like 2, 3 hours once. We spoke over Skype, but it's your courage that needs to increase and your confidence, which you can, and I've always been patient and I've tried to help you, and I'm glad that you are improving, right? So I'm not just speaking to you, Chris, I'm speaking to everyone. And sometimes, guys, I'm not going to apologize. My speaking straight, I can't do the small talk stuff all the time. So it's hard hitting, but it's caring, it's tough love. And it comes from the right place, but I'm just thorough with saying it. So some teachers are going to beat around the bush and just say nice things to you, but they're not being honest. And that's not decent. So I will tell you guys if I think you're bullshitting, or if I feel that I'll tell you harsh truths about yourself so you can improve them. And if you don't like it, then you'll have to leave the live stream. What can we do? You're only trying to do the best you can to help people. At the same time, you can't wipe their ass and please them at the same time. Sometimes you've got to be honest. And there's times where people have had to tell me certain things about myself. I didn't like it initially. It triggers your ego a bit. Then I go away and think, you know what? Really appreciate that person's told me that, because they actually care about my well-being. They're trying to get me to see a behavior, an aspect which is negative, so I can be a better person. And you've only got to thank them for that. Yeah, well, as I said, Marshall, with my teaching, I'm very selective. If I think that I can't help someone, I'll be respectful and honest, and I will refer them to maybe get professional help. Because as you said, everyone's different. Some people need my approach, and other people might need like a psychologist or a doctor, which I'm not, or a therapist. I'm a confidence coach, by the way, and a social coach. So there is a difference. Yeah, these are things that you just got to accept, Chris. You just got to be stronger from what you're saying. There's going to be awkward silences. This is a part of growing. So I would just turn that into a positive. It's all, again, perspective is important with social anxiety. But well done for doing what you're doing and keeping up with going to the volleyball and the groups that you're doing. I think that's fantastic. I think if you keep doing that, you're going to keep growing. That it's a tricky question, Timmy. The way you said that. I mean, you can be passionate and thorough and firm. Maybe take the aggression out. Maybe aggression is that's a bit too of the wrong word, but you can definitely be thorough and firm. Like the boxing referee Joe Cortez says, I'm fair but I'm firm, and that's how I am. I'm fair but I'm firm. So I wouldn't say, if you're relating to what I'm saying, it's not aggression. It's passionate and it's straight to the point. But some people might interpret that as aggression, but I don't see it like that. I just see it as being frank with people and straight. And I'm in a passionate, positive, motivational type of mood. So it's not always my approach. Sometimes if I'm more relaxed, I can do it in a more gentle way. But nonetheless, it's still going to be straight and honest. Yeah, I always set goals. I always set goals for myself, guys. Like I said in the last live stream, I'm not going to get into talking about personal things about myself, because that's not why I'm here. I'm not here on the live stream to talk about my personal life, because I've already done that, quite frankly, enough on the channel. I'm here to help you. I'm here to be of service to you as best as I can. I might not be able to help everybody with everything they need help with, but I'll do the best to the best of my ability, and I feel I'm doing that already by sharing the knowledge I have with social anxiety, with confidence, relationship building, dating, and as we are talking today about relating and approaching women. So basically, my whole life and half of my life as a personal scientist and a man of faith has been going out and trying and seeing what works for relationships. And I found honesty is the best policy. It works everywhere. But obviously, if you use lines and tricks, then it's going to be very limited. Well, the question, how do you deal with feeling ugly? Are you asking me how to give you advice because you feel like that? and I mean that respectfully, Jay. You know, we have a good relationship based online, right? So you asking me, how can I help you to stop feeling ugly? Because for myself, I don't feel ugly, and I don't mean that to be patronizing or anything. I'm just being honest and frank with you again. I feel good about myself. I feel attractive. I feel handsome, even more so as I'm getting older. Even with the grey hair and the receding hairline, I feel really really handsome. But listen, I know how you feel because I used to feel like that when I was younger. I went through a stage of feeling ugly and insecure, and that was a long time ago. Right, you're a gentleman. See, that's one of the things that I appreciate about good people like Jay and the good people. When you ask me questions, you respect me and I respect you. See, that's what I'm trying to get at. You're the people that I want to help. Where there are some people today, I find a lot of the guys who are into the PUA stuff who haven't got any respect, and that's why. Then, listen, in life, if you want respect from people, you've got to give them respect. So this is really what I wanted to say. It's a process, to be honest, Jay, and I would say you've definitely got to have some goals that are clear. You've definitely got to face your fears, and you got to change internally, Jay. You've got to do some internal changing, and you're going to have to do that on an external level to do that. So I would say things like improve your fashion. I don't know what kind of shape because I can't see you, right? But how train regularly, exercise 3 times a week, train regularly. If you start working out, Jay, I know you're going to feel better about your looks and be more honest when you talk to me and get proof that it's not true that because I know for a fact you're not ugly, but if you feel ugly, it doesn't really matter what I say or anybody else. You're going to feel like that. So you've got to change the way you feel about yourself. You can only change the way you feel about yourself by doing different things. There's something I realized on my journey, and Les Brown said it. In order to become someone you've never been, you're going to have to do things today and tomorrow that you've never done to get different emotions, to get a new set of growth. So I would say some of those things. I would say go out and get proof from women by dating women and getting a girlfriend or relationship or a date so that you can prove that you're not ugly. But a lot of it's, for me, sounds psychological from you. It's a psychological problem that you have with your appearance and how you look. And I say guys can always improve their appearance by grooming, hence why I made an example showing you trimming the beard, grooming the hair, or if you're losing your hair, sometimes shaving it all off looks better, losing weight on your face so you can get rid of a double chin, building some muscle and positive changes. And anyone can do all that if you put the effort in. So that I'd answer with that. Would you say it's necessarily difficult to actually find a girlfriend, or is it actually a myth once you get rolling? That's a good question. It can be both. It can be really difficult and challenging to get a girlfriend based on the climate. Obviously, with COVID, it made it a bit challenging. But if you're in a confident place and you're happy in your life, it can be quite easy to get a girlfriend. So it all depends, Timmy, where you're at. So I can't give you a one-word answer and just go, it's really easy to get a girlfriend or it's really hard. It depends on where you're at. Because if I've got 2 guys and I've got one guy who's in a great place in life and wants me to help him get a girlfriend, I can help him pretty easy. Probably in 6 weeks, I can help him to get a girlfriend. But if I've got a guy who's in a terrible, toxic place, it's going to be a lot more challenging and a lot more work to be done. Okay, you say you're good looking. That's great. Always got attention from women, but I've never had a girlfriend because of my social anxiety. That's a good point. I mean, that might help guys on who don't feel good looking. So yeah, being good looking is a blessing. Thank the Lord for that. Or thank your genetics. But as you said, Marshall, it's not everything. If you've got social anxiety and you're not able to overcome it, so this isn't a looks problem in your case. This is a social problem. And that's why I would encourage you to start going out, taking the advice that I give in my videos and gradually socializing. This is not a quick fix, by the way. All the things I talk about on this channel, some of them are, but most of them take time, which is something that we've all got to accept if we want to improve our lives. It's not going to happen in one day. I'm not going to change you in one live stream. But if you can accept that, then things can get better for you. What's my thoughts for about men who don't want to have children? Fine, it's your choice. It's their choice. Like I said, I don't really get involved in that. I think I respect that. It's a personal thing. I don't have a problem with it. So it all depends on the person. It's nothing in stone. So my personal thoughts are that's fine. It depends. Some men want to have children, some men don't. So that's all I've really got to say on that matter. By the way, you can hit the like if you enjoy my live streams. You don't have to if you don't. To be honest, it doesn't really bother me if I'm being honest. It's just nice to have people on that appreciate my teaching and have a good time. But if you want to hit like, apparently it helps the algorithm. I'm not sure how much I actually believe that. I think if you just put good content out and it's inspiring and it's truthful and it comes from your experience and people like it and it makes them change their life, then it will just take off anyway. So back to what I was saying about, approaching women in different places. Dick Valentine, JB. It's not my business, Dick. Like things like that, I can't tell you on that. That's a value thing. That's not for me to say. So listen, personally, if it was me, which it's not, it's you, I wouldn't kiss a girl who's got a boyfriend. I wouldn't cheat with someone. That's not how I go about my dating, right? But I can't tell you. I can't tell you that. That's a bit different. So you'll have to make a decision and be a man for yourself on that one. I can't do that for you. Okay. Decent looking, well dressed, good looking guy. So it appears we've got a lot of good looking guys on this live stream today. A lot of you are telling me that you're good looking. All right. Social anxiety, relationship broke down before lockdown. Sorry to hear that. What comes it down to ingrained? Well, I guess my question, are you asking me a question? Do you want to improve that, R. James? Or you're just getting things out, which is fine. You can do that on this live stream. If you're asking me how to change that, I can tell you because I've actually done that myself. Or if you just wanted to get that out because it feels good to get it out, you're very welcome to do that. Everybody here, well, I'm sure most of us are non-judgmental, all here for the same reason, to improve. And it's good if people can get, sometimes just getting something out can really help you. We got another one. Wow, we got a whole good stream of good-looking guys. I'm good-looking with shyness, and I still find it difficult. Well, listen, guys, right? I said this before, man. When you get guys who say it's not fair, I'm not good-looking. It's not enough just to be good-looking. You got to have confidence and social skills. I could be the best-looking man in the world, but if I just hide in my house and sit in here and I'm scared to come out the door and interact with people, then there's not much going to change, is there? So I guess today, one of the the kind of understanding is you got to be social and good looking to get by and be happy in life. That's not always true. It could be true. Yeah, girls generally are smart, and it comes to relationships and feelings, definitely. But it depends on the guy. It depends on how much experience the guy's got. They've had a girlfriend. I feel bad. Don't ask me. Well, my question is to you, Freddie. Do you just want to feel sorry for yourself and just talk about that? Or do you want to change it? Because I'm here for people that want to make changes. And I understand your pain because we've all been there and I've been there. Some of us have. But I'm here to say, time for you to move forward. Because if you've never had it, why don't you focus on doing all you can to get it? How about making 2022, Freddie, a year where you get a girlfriend? Because I'm sure deep down, I know for a fact all of you are capable, but you've got to change your outlook. You've got to increase your confidence and improve your social skills. I understand. You know, this is a part of fear that a lot of I've been through it. People have been through it. I'm trying to get people to move through it. Is where we go through a stage of self pity, feeling sorry for ourselves, hurting. That's human. But if we want to get beyond that, and I'm assuming most of you do, and that's what my coaching is about. That's what my whole life has been about. Thank God, um, I got beyond my social anxiety, relationship issues, and succeeded, which is why I was always passionate about helping others, and I've helped many people to succeed. So if you want to get beyond your past and your anxiety, then you really want to take my advice and see how it works for you. Don't just take my word, take my advice, implement it in society, in the real world, and see what it does for you. Well done for having the courage to admit that, Marshall. Again, it's going to be a process in which you make these changes and socialize. And I'd say just from today, from speaking to all of you for half an hour, I can already, from reading and getting an understanding where all of you are at, you're not socializing enough. Obviously, because of your fears and your insecurities and your addictions, which is we understand. I'm here to help you move forward and start socializing more. And you've always got to have the want in life, because there's one thing saying I'm good looking, but I can't get a girlfriend. I've got anxiety, or I don't have friends. But it's another thing saying I don't have a girlfriend. I've got social anxiety, shame, addiction. I'm struggling, but I really want to change it. I've had enough. I'll do whatever it takes within reason to overcome this and get a girlfriend, get the relationship that I want. It's two types of conversations. That's the conversation where my coaching can take you and get you to achieve your goals. When you're saying, I have these issues, I'm not where I want to be, but I want to be there, then you can do it. If you're not ready to do that, then that's fine. You're not ready. I can't get in the way of that. I just got to appreciate where you're at, give you the space, and it's for you to make that decision. I don't do game, man. Like I said, I don't do PUA. I don't do game. I don't do day game. So listen, I'm just being frank with you, my friend. It's not for me. Maybe you're on the wrong channel. But if there's anything else I can help you with confidence, with being honest, social skills, that's what I can speak on. For me, yeah, I don't do that. So maybe you want to speak to the guys who do that. Yeah, growth versus a fixed mindset. One tip I'm going to give today, right? If you want to take anything away from this stream, well, yeah, approaching women doesn't have to be game, because I don't do game. I just speak to women. But you've obviously got guys with two different attitudes. You've got the PUAs who approach women from a place of dishonesty and tricks and manipulation and lines. Then you've got guys like myself who are genuine, confident, good social skills, and can approach women anywhere without game in them, and just being honest with them. So the difference between approaching women with game and approaching them with not game is approaching women with honesty and not doing the games. So you want to play the games, then you're going to have to find other people to play those games with. I'm not going to play the games with you, a sweet tiger, because that's not who I am. That's not how God made me to be. No disrespect for you, but respecting my personal boundaries. So maybe you're on the wrong YouTube channel, my friend. So one tip today to move forward with your social anxiety: just start off very small, guys. Just do one step at a time. You don't have to do everything. I'm not saying go and do a public talk tomorrow. Go and film, YouTube. Go and speak to every woman. Just start off by going and seeing one of your family members. Go see your mum or your dad or your brother or your sister. Go have dinner with them. Go and have a coffee, or reach out to a friend. Go for a coffee with a friend, or go to a meetup group. I've got a friend who does this. He's doing brilliant. He's going to, I would never say his name. I always respect him, but he's going to meetup groups and he's growing as a person. He's doing public speaking. He's doing speed dating events. He's an awesome person. He's great to be around. So go to an event, or make that first step. Get a mentor. If you need help with social anxiety, get in touch with me, and and do a coaching session over Skype. Book a session for December. Let's get the ball rolling. Good to see you, Cabs. Cabs, how are you, mate? Yeah, yeah, good. I'm glad you found him, James. He's a really great guy. I met him years ago. He's someone I really like. I really admire and respect Sebastian, because he's honest. He's not coming from that PUA place. That's why I get on. I met him. We've met quite a few times. We're acquainted. He's a great guy. Appreciate that. That's great. Freezing but great. You must be outside if you're cold then. So that's another tip, guys. That's something that helped me personally, and I would help clients. Take the pressure off yourself by saying, "I don't have to do everything in one go, because no one can do that. I'm just going to do a little bit at a time until I get the confidence." So the idea is, I'm not telling all of you to go and do a public talk tomorrow in front of a big group of people. That's probably too much to ask for. What I'm asking you is, well, you've all done it today. Come on a live stream. Let's have a conversation online. Let's get a little bit of confidence from today's talk. Appreciate all of you having the courage to open up, to ask questions, to interact, to ask me. Let's get a little bit of confidence on the live stream. Next week, come on another live stream. When you feel a bit more confident, go to a meetup group. Do me a favor, guys, if you can, right? It helps me to know where you're at and how we move this forward. How many of you on this stream recently have gone to a social group or have met up with a friend? Don't lie. If you tell lies, then it's not going to help anyone. It won't help you. So there's no brownie points here. If you lie to me, it won't impress me. I actually won't respect you for doing that. And I wouldn't lie to you as well. So did any of you go to any events because my videos are because of your own initiative? Let me know in the box below. It's not a competition. Big Frank, what's good, Johnny? What's good, Frank? I've been hitting the heavy bag. That's brilliant, man. I'm really pleased, really glad that you're doing that. That means a lot for me, and I know it would for you. I went out yesterday to a nightclub with a. Okay, good for you, man. Like your honesty, Marshall, not for a long time. Okay. Nah, my friend, you got it all wrong. I wasn't a PUA. I approached women. So your kind of accusations are wrong. You're kind of ignorant on that. But whether you respect me or you don't, I don't care. I don't need your respect. I've got my own. I've got my faith in the Lord. My friends and family respect me. But listen, man, I respect you as a human being. I wish you all the best, but we're not going to see eye to eye on that, and that's fine. There's no hatred or malice on my part. But at the same time, I'm not going to get into this whole back and forth with you. All right. So I wish you the best, and that's the last I'm going to say on it. A good place for a date, if you meet someone, Freddie, is a coffee shop. Go to a coffee shop. Go Starbucks or go Cafe Nero. Go Pret. Go for a coffee. If you want to go a little bit further than that, then go to a hotel. Now, I didn't need to do that, Timmy. My style of coaching never needed that, but that's a good idea. Some people did it, but I was always fortunate to get results in the way that taught. Anyway, back to my question. Let's stick on the question. Some of you here went out. I'm trying to figure out how I can get as many of you as I can to go to a social meetup, because it's not just about going out and approaching a woman on the street. That's not enough, actually, for a lot of you. You've got to socialize with men as friends. You've got to go to events and things like that. By the way, guys, I'm doing a free social event. It's called a Fearless event on December the 5th. To be honest, it's pretty much full up now. There might be, so I'm not teasing, I'm not lying, I don't do all that stuff. I had 15 places. I think I need to check my emails, but I think I've already booked around 13 people on. So there might be 2 spaces left. If any of you want to come to that event, it's free. Then email me. It's on the 5th of December. It's a Fearless event where we're going to get together for men that have got social anxiety. We're going to have a coffee, have a great conversation, and it's going to help you to move forward in your life. So I'll let you know. Listen, Dick, man, that's not going to judge you on that. If that's something you want to do, then you're your own man, and you can do that. I disagree though, and I did that in my past as well. But I don't think that's good for your self-esteem. But again, I'm not going to judge you if you do that or other men because I did that. I don't do that anymore. But yeah, listen, man, if you want to know where it is, email me. If you can't make the effort to email me, then then there's no point. I've got to be honest. I haven't really got much patience for people that can't make an effort to send an email. If you can't email me when I've given you the information, I've given you the invitation, I've been a gentleman, then you're probably not going to have the right attitude to begin with. So you guys can tell, like I said, I'm fair, I'm kind, but I haven't got time for I haven't got time for people that are not committed or can't be bothered, or don't come. There's no point. There's no point coming. Maybe you're not ready yet. Great, man. I'm proud of you, man. Well done for being honest. You know, you said you legitimately had better conversations with women when you were honest, and you said, "I'm shy at first. It takes time to open up." Fantastic. Listen, that's being a man. That's being great. Most women will love you for that because you have the courage, and that's the difference between not using that PUA stuff. PUA is all about hiding your emotions, lying, deceiving, trying to be someone you're not. The way you build a strong foundation as a man or as anybody is with truthfulness. So that does work really well. And that works well socially. If you say to people, sorry, forgive me, I'm a bit anxious and nervous. It takes me a little bit of time to open up and get relaxed with people. I can't see any human being unless they're not in their right mind that's going to have a problem with that. I certainly wouldn't, and I know a lot wouldn't. And you've got the proof for yourself, Mr. Khan. So well done. So yeah, with regards to the social anxiety, I'm going to be specializing in this area, anxiety, social anxiety. So with my coaching, yeah, it's not just coaching guys on how to be more social with women and get a girlfriend. That's just an aspect of it. I do have a lot of clients that they don't want to go out and sorry, let me just put the charger in it. So there we go. So as I said, moving forward, I have a lot of clients, and I will in the future, who just want to do online Skype coaching with me so they can overcome social anxiety as a whole with people. Because obviously, there's different elements of social anxiety. Some men have it predominantly worse with women. Some people had the same as I originally did, where you just got it with everyone. You got it with family. You've got it with this, with guys, the same sex. You got it with women. You got it with pretty much everywhere, going out in public. And that's something I'm going to specialize on even more, actually, with the dating. I've kind of gravitated away from that, but there is some that I still want to do because there is a need for it. Well done, Dick. Yeah, it does help. It really does help. It used to help me a lot to say to people, I'm a bit shy, and it always works for because people appreciate the honesty, and then they know where they stand with you, and they know how you feel, and usually people will go out of their way to make you feel more comfortable, and it creates a good conversation. So there's nothing wrong with saying that. I used to say that when I did my public talks or going on a date, or so it works. Yeah, it does. Yeah, socializing on Zoom counts. I've coached over the years people over Zoom, Skype, and it helps. I wouldn't say you can't just rely on that, but it definitely does help, and that's why I have online coaching available from December if anyone's interested and you need coaching. Some of you might be a bit nervous about meeting me in person. You might not be ready. I understand that. So you might prefer to have me mentor you online every week over Skype or Zoom, so you can talk things out of me and we can come up with a strategy and a solution as to how we're going to help you to move past your social anxiety so you can get the confidence that you want and achieve your goals and live more of a happy life. That's good to hear. It's good to hear. I mean, if you're 28, you're still a really young man. But you know, everybody feels what they feel at a certain age. When you're 28, you think you're young, you're old, and then when you're 38, so that's a whole other video. But that's good. It's good that that you feel ready now. Excuse me. You feel ready now. Yeah, the panic attacks are not nice. A lot of people get them. I used to get them bad as well. So it's good. A good sign that you're getting away, sitting on trains. Yeah, yeah. This is something I'm going to be helping a lot of people with actually. I'm going to finish up soon, guys. Just keeping this live stream brief. I think I've said pretty much all I want to say and made the impact that I wanted to do today. I've got some videos that I've shot on this topic. So this is just, there's a continuation. Like I say, this is not the end of this conversation. It's going to be a conversation I'm going to be having a lot in the future because I want to help more people with this. Yeah, I'd say the main thesis to take away from this is it takes time to build the confidence and the courage to be honest with people, whether you're talking to women, wherever you are. Like I said, on a live stream, on a call, in person, in a group, at work, in business, it takes time. But the more you practice it, the easier it gets. And it is scary. It is scary in moments. That's fine. I had to go through that. Everyone does. But the more you go through it, the better it gets. You're welcome, man. It's been a pleasure as well. Yeah, Calv's eye contact is something that, again, it takes practice to get more comfortable with it. I would encourage you guys, I know it's not easy, but not to put age on things. Whether you're 21 or you're 28 and you've never experienced a woman, a relationship or a girlfriend, you can change that. Or whether you're 38, 58, I wouldn't put age on it. It's not about really age, it's about confidence and it's about you taking action. At the end of the day, guys, if you don't take action or some action, then your situation isn't going to change too much. So you've got to be the one to initiate that. I can only help you so far. Any coach can. You're the one who's still got. You're in your own body. You're with yourself. You've got to go out and start interacting with people until you feel that you're confident enough. Anyway, guys, we're going to round it off today. I really enjoyed it. I want to keep it brief because I've done a lot of other videos on this. I appreciate all you coming on. Take what you can take from today and just keep going. It takes time, so I am patient with this. And if anyone is interested in working with me on a 6 weeks program for social anxiety, whether it's with people in general, because you want to get more confident with people, I've got an online coaching program especially for that. Or if you need coaching just for getting a girlfriend for dating, I have a program for that as well. So whatever you need, I have a program for it. To a certain degree, obviously, I can't work with everyone. But if you want to inquire about coaching, email me below this live stream or any of my videos. My email address is there. Email me. I'll get back to you within 48 hours. We'll set up a free Zoom call. I'll talk to you in the 30 to 40 minutes. I can tell you the price, the logistics, and I can get to know who you are, what your struggles are, what you want to achieve, and then we can see if we can make it work. And we can do business on the call. And if it doesn't work, that's fine. I'll tell you that, and you can tell me the same. All right. Pleasure, guys. Appreciate it. Speak to you soon. Appreciate all the support. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right. Nice one.